Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we're currently fishing for lows here. In this video, I'd like to give you a quick overview about the TA from yesterday, what I said in the video yesterday, and then we can take a look at CoinMarketCap and the updated Bitcoin chart. Level wave, or the lower level wave count actually here suggests that there will be one more low, one lower low compared to the 12th of May low, and I think we could now be really finally in this last leg down to get real confirmation, and that is the level we talked about, is that we need to get below, first of all, 28.6. Now that was broken today, but we are still above it, but we made a lower low. But what is really important is the wave X low. That is what we need to go below 28K, and we haven't managed to do that. Okay, so obviously you can see here on CoinMarketCap that this level was broken. That is actually not too much of a surprise, because we talked about a lower low for a long time now. Well, we haven't still made a lower low compared to the 12th of May, but we're getting now really close. Looking good for my primary expectation across the crypto market. Looking horrible for everybody who's long, but you know, you are in a downtrend as long as the downtrend isn't broken, and it has at no point been broken. And throughout I've been telling you that the structure of the Bitcoin chart is nothing at the moment that would allow an impulse to be built upon. There are some coins which look better. There are some coins where we can say, okay, this coin has a price structure. If this now goes up, I wouldn't have a problem to say it can go to all-time highs. With Bitcoin, completely different. You have a Bitcoin chart, the structure, the price structure of the current sideways movement, which we might have broken out of yesterday, just looks horrible. It just doesn't look bullish at all, and it is important to understand that, because it would not allow an impulse to be built upon without another low which goes below the 12th of May to reset it all. Okay, but let's take a look at it. First of all, your CoinMarketCap general market overview. Still coming down, especially ADA losing now, which confirms my primary expectation that also here we haven't seen the low yet. We're getting back into the 40-cent range soon, as it seems, but I need to update ADA separately. But yeah, we lose a lot. It reminds me of that one weekend we had, I think it was in May or April, I think it was in April, where the altcoins were really hammered down. And Bitcoin lost as well, but Bitcoin didn't lose like 10-15%. But I think then we had a couple of weeks later where we actually did that Bitcoin, massive Bitcoin correction. So this is reminding me a little bit of that. And it is not good for some altcoins, I can tell you that. And we are getting close here to levels where it's getting scary again. And told you that before, if we have that last leg down, it will get scary. Prepare for that. It will get scary, and we can all just hope it will be that last leg down, because otherwise it will get really difficult for many of the altcoins. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin still here from a high level point of view. We still are, in my opinion, in this wave 2. Again, explained it yesterday that Elliott Wave analysts who use the log chart come to the conclusion that this is actually a wave 4 correction. The reason for that is that if you use the log chart, and maybe we can do that on different a different chart. Well, now I would not need to find one which has a long chart history, which might prove to be a bit difficult. Oh yeah, this one here. Yeah, so I think this one here, log chart. When you use a log chart, you can come to the conclusion that we are here in a wave 4 currently. I'm not a friend of that idea, because I don't use a log chart. I don't use a log chart. It does... again, there are different ways of counting it, but the log chart distorts wave relationships, and that is something that is so important, because, you know, it's all about measuring market sentiment, and this is what the Elliott Waves do. And if you don't use the arithmetic chart, even though Bitcoin and crypto is very volatile, if you don't do that, then you lose the whole perspective here, that this wave is so much bigger than this wave, and it gives you such a wrong it gives you not the full picture. It gives you a wrong sense of the relationship between different waves, absolutely. But again, that's only my view. Log wasn't around when the Elliott Wave was, let's say, invented, or discovered. So yeah, I'm not using it. Rarely. I use it rarely. Okay, we are getting here lower and lower, which is interesting, which follows my primary expectation. But again, we started here, wave 1 to the upside, all-time high, back then all-time high. Then we came down in this wave 2 correction in an A, B, C. That is an overshooting wave B, and we're coming down in a wave C in a wave 2. My target area for the last 6 months has been this yellow box between 20 and 28.6K. No, actually last 7 months. And I told you that in here, there is a high likelihood we are going to find a reversal. My view is, or why that target area, bear in mind, I formulated that 7 months ago. So it could be I have to specify that a little bit further in the next few weeks, depending on what Bitcoin is doing now exactly. Still relevant. We are still in this target area and we haven't even come close to the low of the target area. Therefore, I find it still very, very relevant. There are a few things we need to look at here. Yesterday, I showed you the Fibonacci retracement levels. And I told you that Bitcoin, theoretically, in the worst case, in my worst case, could drop down to the 88.7% Fib level. That is, we are in a wave 2. That is what in a wave 2 could happen. Do I believe it? No, not for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin has seen its most volatile times, and therefore we should not reach the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level anymore. However, technically it could. What that would mean for the altcoins, I'm going to let you think about that. Then, one level that I do find fairly realistic is here the $16,934 level. That is the 78.6% Fib level and an ideal level also for a wave 2 retracement. So absolutely possible. We are currently finding support here at the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level, which is exactly in the target box, which I talked about in previous videos quite a lot. And that is generally the most relevant Fibonacci retracement level. It is at $27,218, and you can see how relevant it is. We're currently fighting around that price. Yeah, we're currently fighting around it. But if we lose this level, this is for me sort of last support before we come down to the 12th of May lows, which are here on the Bitstamp exchange at 25,400. So we are not far away anymore. We're really only like 6 to 7% away. So we might reach that in the next few days. We will see. But we might not break it in one go. We might find a bit of support, go up again, and then break it and then move down. But yeah, we can currently see downtrend accelerating, finding support here at that 61.8% Fib level. You can see it here. That white solid line is that 61.8% Fib level. And again, when that gets broken, it seems like we're breaking it, depending on how accurately I did draw it. But then we are going to go down to that 25.4K level, in my opinion, fairly quickly. Looking at the chart itself, let me take the Fibs out. And let's go to the 1 hour chart, because that is relevant. So yeah, it's following, it's following my primary expectation here, in that we are going down, that we ended the triangle up here because we had this ABCDE triangle in this wave 4 in red. Since then, as expected, finally, we are breaking out of this triangle. I mean, originally we anticipated the triangle to be, I think we had it as a triangle back here. I anticipated it back then, that downtrend to start. Now it didn't, because we made higher highs again. Yeah, and then we just extended the wave 4 out. It wasn't bullish, and that was the message here. It was not bullish. We even reached once more the target area for the wave 4 here, which is an ideal target area for the wave 4. So actually everything fulfilled it needed to fulfill in a wave 4. Then it formed here in this last wave of the wave 4, in this Y wave. You can see it here. We created a triangle in itself. And I told you that it's now likely that we actually start the move down, give it another go, give it another attempt here. And then the first indication that we are doing this would be a move below the wave D low, which we did. That was 29.5K. And that we would get real confirmation only below the wave B low at 29.2K. That was done as well. And since then we have been coming down a lot. Then we had the next key support levels at 28.6 and 28K. And also that was done. Yesterday I gave you the view here that in this retracement to the upside, we should not get above the wave 1 low anymore, so not cut into the wave 1 price area, and we didn't. So we reversed before that, which is great, which followed my primary expectation, and we moved down further. So looking at this though, I have to change, well, I don't have to change the wave count as it is here, but I gave you yesterday the idea that this could have been the wave 3. This the wave 4. And this the wave 5. Now, I would have my problems with that count now because, first of all, that wave is coming down very, very strong, actually suggesting it is a wave 3. Okay. Next point is the wave 3 would be too short. The wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave in an impulse. In my opinion, wave 1 is longer, wave 5 is longer. So, doesn't make sense to me. So, the different ways of seeing this now, and I would need probably to think about it in detail, but obviously we could count this as a wave 1 here, that a wave 2, that this here was just, if we look at it, and if this was the start of the wave 1, I mean, maybe we could count this as a wave 1, 2, 3, which might then be a bit longer, 4 and 5, a wave 3. So all of this a wave 3, which means all of these were subwaves of the wave 3, which is something that I think makes sense because it comes down so impulsively. Yeah, it comes down so strongly, and that we then would see another wave 4 here to the upside and a wave 5 to the downside. But I must be very honest with you, there are a few ways of how we can count this now, and what we need to see now is how the retracement is developing. Yeah, what kind of retracement do we get? Bear in mind, as per this, the next one we get is a wave 4, will be boring again, but it will only be a small wave 4 in my opinion. That's what we're looking at here. So we need to overcome now the 61.8% fib level at around 27.2k, and then we will move down here to the 25.4k level. Important message here is it is following my primary expectation, and maybe throughout the day we will know a bit more and I can give you more clarity around where a retracement should go to. It currently doesn't look like that this move down is finished yet, at least not right at this moment. So I don't see a strong reaction yet. My view is that, yeah, we can all be very, very, just thinking if there's another possibility. Well, I might know more for the next video, I might know more. But important is to see now what kind of retracement are we getting to see the next moves. I can tell you that the chart itself looks very weak. It is following my expectation at the moment to go further down. Next target would be that 25.4k area. And really, invalidation of this whole downtrend, which is difficult to do now, but it would really only, in the first instance, we would need to get above the wave E high, which is at 30,342. Yeah, because this is the beginning of this, what is currently forming as maybe just a large wave 1 down of this overall last leg. And if we then move up in a wave 2, this is not allowed to get back above the beginning of this wave 1. So I'll definitely keep you updated. An interesting weekend for crypto, absolutely. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.